Hey, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Hannah and Aaron React. Today we are watching Game of Thrones, Season 1, Episode 10.
The last
the last episode of Season 1.
Title.
It's called Fire and Blood. Sorry. We literally just finished Episode 9, called Baelor. We all know what happened.
I'm still crying.
Ned Stark. He gone.
My whole day's ruined.
If you are new, I've seen this show. Aaron has not, so it's very fun for me to get to watch him sweat a little bit. How are you feeling? It's literally been 5 minutes since we saw Ned get his head cut off.
I'm so depressed.
Yeah.
Ned was just, my world. He's my everything.
Your world.
He was my hero.
Excuse me?
He was the guy in this. I mean, he had a couple bastards, so just messed up in life. But he's just a good guy. He would be my friend.
Is this your eulogy? You googly?
I remember when we were young, riding with our horses.
Okay.
Oh man.
What do you think's gonna happen in this episode? Like, what is your prediction? How's it gonna wrap up, or cliffhanger, or
I don't know. It could I think that it could go either way. They could fight and just storm King's Landing and just
Who's they?
Rob? Yeah, Rob and sorry, I'm processing so much. I'm like, so much is happening.
Like the North.
Yeah.
The army.
The army could invade King's Landing. I mean, gosh, we got to figure out what happened to the Targaryens,
Targaryens?
Or the Khaleesi and
Khal Drogo.
Yeah. Their crew.
Because her baby was starting to come.
And then they went into the whole witchcraft thing. So does that resolve itself? And then they're across the water. I mean, it's the end of a season. And then what's going to happen with the prisoner and Jaime? You know what I mean? I'm like the Starks.
Jaime being Rob's prisoner.
So now but then Ned's dead. Like what happens?
Ned's dead.
It's just a lot. There's so many different things that could happen that I'm just this is one of the first times in a series that we've watched on this channel where I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. I meant to mention this in the last one. Did you notice the guy that was holding Arya? Did you remember who he was?
He was, okay. Was he involved in the horse thing?
The horse thing?
Was he one of the brothers when they're...
No, absolutely not. No, the Hound was on stage, or that platform with Joffrey, because he's his bodyguard. The Mountain is in exile. He's gone.
Okay, cool. That dude looks familiar though, but he was
with Tyrion at the Wall. Remember, he brings guys from King's Landing to the Wall.
Oh wow, okay.
And then he's the one that came and told Ned what Catelyn had done before it reached everybody else.
Okay.
So when Ned was being brought through the crowd just in that last episode, and he yelled to that guy.
He said something to him.
He said Baelor, which was the statue that Arya was sitting on, basically saying, look over there. He saw Arya and was like, okay, I need to protect her.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's a good guy. He's loyal to Ned, I think. Or to, not necessarily just to him, but he would take care of Arya. So she's with him. Sansa's
distraught.
Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen with Sansa.
Joffrey, dude.
Yeah.
That's why you let a kid be king.
Yeah. That's why every time when Sansa and him would have a scene, you were like, oh, and I was like, yeah.
Look, they're so cute.
Yeah. Me and everybody else watching that scene, it was like, nah, fam. But anyways, yeah, well, should we just get into it so you don't have to process anymore? Your poor little boy. And you're hot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. You got me emotionally involved in shows and TV. And
you're welcome.
This is why I don't watch stuff like this, because it affected my life. And I'm just going to be crying tonight about Ned Stark and how he passed.
Well, you're just a couple years behind everybody else. So. Cool. Well,
all right, without any further ado, Let's get to it.
Did you just steal my line? Ugh.
It had 3 eyes. He told me to come with him, so I did. We went down into the crypt. My father was there.
He's not here.
Whoa, what is that?
Shaggy dog.
Oh no, he's about to find out.
Rob!
I'll kill them all.
This is so sad.
Thank you for your rendition. I imagine it was even better received at that tavern.
I'm so sorry, Your Grace. We'll never sing it again.
Oh, this is like a punishment.
Your fingers or your tongue?
Oh my god.
Your Grace?
Tongue it is.
Your Grace, please.
Oh gosh.
Walk with me. I want to show you something.
Ah!
What would you pick?
My fingers.
Never play drums again.
I know, but I could speak and eat.
You can eat.
No, please, no! This one's your father.
What?
I hate him.
Please let me go home. I won't do any treason. I swear.
Mother says I'm still to marry you, so you'll stay here
Wow.
and obey. And kill your traitor brother. I'm going to give you his head as well.
Or maybe he'll give me yours.
Ooh.
Ooh, Sansa. Yes, girl. Ooh.
Will you obey now?
She's gonna push him off.
Or do you need a...
Damn, I like her. She's like, this dude's about to die. Dang, he is the worst.
There sits the only king I mean to bend my knee to.
Okay.
That's cool.
The king of the north!
The king in the north.
Wow. That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Leave
Burn,
us.
burn him alive, please.
That is what you want the world to believe, isn't it? That you don't fear death.
But I don't, milady. The dark is
Cut
coming
his
forward.
head off.
How did he come to fall from that tower?
I pushed him out the window.
He confessed.
Get out, all of you.
So they're gonna be pissed at Joffrey. You're like, you're an idiot.
I always thought you were a stunted fool. Perhaps I was wrong.
Half wrong?
Oh, one more thing. You will not take that whore to court. Do you understand?
Meaning, can't marry her.
No, he's sending him to King's Landing to be the voice of reason.
Got it.
He's saying he can't bring
Bring her.
Shay. Yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This is the first time we've seen this.
Where is he?
The boy did not live.
Dang.
Where is Khal Drogo? Show him to me. Show me what I bought with my son's life.
So that was the sacrifice, not the horse.
He lives. You asked for life. You paid for life.
This is not life. When will he be as he was?
Never.
When the sun rises in the west.
Jeez. Things aren't looking too good.
Get out my way, son.
Is he gonna go? No,
They'll
he's
send out
leaving.
ravens. People will come after you. What are you going to do? I'm gonna find my brother.
He's killed him.
I won't let you go.
He's such a good friend.
No!
Just like Samwise Gamgee.
Aw.
Jon Snow kind of looks like Frodo a little bit.
Oh, he went out
We're
after
taking you back
him.
to where you belong.
Friends.
I belong with my brother.
What would you do? Would you go?
I don't know. I would never join the Night's Watch in the first place, so... What about you?
I would go. I don't care. I'll die.
For what? For no reason.
No, I would go. Like, go save my family.
He wouldn't make it. He's not going to make it that far. The second he gets into Rob's camp, they're going to
They'll
kill him.
kill him because they'll send ravens.
And it'll be
and-
Rob's job to do it. So he's making his brother kill him.
Dang, that's so true. But it's the heart. It's like, I want to help save. Just gonna suffocate him.
Mm-hmm. Two of the biggest players you thought were going to...
Literally. 10 episodes changes everything.
One episode can change everything.
Literally.
Things? What?
When you started.
He's talking.
He's faking it.
Wait, what?
He's so smart.
Why is he doing that?
So people think he's old and they don't suspect, like, their guards are down.
That's cool. This is it.
I must be one of the few men in this city who doesn't want to be king.
You must be one of the few men in this city who isn't a man.
Sick burn.
Here we stand, in mutual admiration and respect.
Sounds like a
playing
cool respect
our
moment for each other.
roles, serving a new king.
I kicked him all to pieces.
She's gonna stab you,
Better
bro.
give me that sword!
You want it? I'll give it to you. I already killed one fat boy.
She did.
At least she gets to get out. That's cool.
I mean, they're gonna go right by Winterfell, so she'll be able to be with her family.
They see fires blazing in the mountains from dusk until dawn. A captured wildling swears the tribes are uniting in some secret stronghold.
Oh.
Do you think your brother's war is more important than ours?
Yeah. Hey, if you think about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Come hunting for us in the night.
Yep.
You think it matters who sits on the Iron Throne?
Good point.
Because I want you and your wolf with us when we ride out beyond the wall tomorrow.
Tomorrow? There
And
he
your
is.
brother of the Night's Watch, or a bastard boy who wants to play at war.
Let's go.
Dragon eggs.
Understand.
Don't ask me to stand aside as you climb on that pyre. I won't watch you burn.
Oh yeah, she can't catch on fire, or she has like an ability, right?
I don't know.
That those who would harm you will die screaming.
You will not hear me scream.
I will.
Dang.
I mean, I think that's justified.
Yeah, she played her. Woo! Ah, this... burned alive, dude.
Yeah.
Is that a dragon? Oh. Dude.
We got 3.
Are you kidding me?
It is.
There it is.
What'd you think?
That was cool. That was cool. Man. So that means that next season there's going to be dragons.
You got your dragons, finally.
Dragons. I feel like, is dragons in the logo? Is there a dragon in the logo?
Well, there's different logos for every season, but I mean, the house names are on the intro, and Targaryen's a dragon, so yes.
I can't wait. So, okay, so the eggs, okay, let's talk about the eggs. The eggs they got in the first season, and she was gifted the eggs, and the eggs were dead, right?
They're petrified eggs, so
Okay.
they were basically just worth a lot of money. That was all it was.
Okay. And so then with the fire, when she was burning Khal Drogo, heat hatched the eggs.
Yeah, I think it was just basically, it was such a hot heat. And then I don't know if it had anything to do with the fact that she was in there and she has dragon's blood, like as a Targaryen, so maybe like the two things combined.
Interesting.
Might have done it. I don't really know. I don't know if they really say why. But yeah.
So, okay, so if I was a future cast, like, okay, so she's rolling with her new crew? Like,
Yeah.
is this a new house?
Well, it's so everybody that stayed were kind of slaves almost like just her, the people that kind of take care of her. Then she said, okay, well, you're not slaves anymore. If you want to go, you can, or you can stay with me, but as free people.
Okay.
So people left and some people stayed. So this is like her crew now.
Wow.
So they're still Dothraki, but they're not part of the big Khalasar. They're like their own little thing.
So is the Dothraki still trying to cross the sea, still trying to take over the throne?
No.
Or the Dothraki's just gone?
No, the only reason they were doing it is because Khal Drogo wanted to.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't care about that.
So, oh man, my brain just goes crazy because what's the significance now of Khaleesi? Or Dany now? She's not Khaleesi anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what's the significance of her? There's
Although
dragons.
to the Dothraki, she would still be like their Khaleesi. Because to her crew now.
Yeah.
She would still be.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
She's the mother of dragons now.
Oh, man. So you have Ned's dead.
Ned's dead. Ned is dead.
Khal Drogo's dead.
Yeah, your two favorite people.
Literally my two favorites. This moment of silence for both of them.
Moment of silence, babe. Do you have any other favorites?
I like Tyrion. Tyrion is still cool. I know there was a little bit of drama in the beginning about his, like, that was his sword.
Yeah.
But now we know that Jaime confessed to Catelyn that, he pulled her son out. Like, he's like, I did it.
Well, he confessed to the original crime of pushing him out the window.
But not the person that came.
But not necessarily. We still don't know who ordered the hit out on Bran when he did survive.
Yeah.
That's crazy that was the first episode when he got pushed out the window.
That was the first one.
That was 10 episodes ago.
And then I still can't believe that that's his son. Like, Joffrey's his...
Little incest, baby.
Like, that's just so weird. So, I mean, you have Joffrey. You have... Okay, I always struggle with the daughter's name. That's Joffrey's... Going to be Joffrey's wife.
Sansa.
Sansa got a little...
Or as Americans say, Sansa.
Sansa. She got a little fire behind her now.
Heck yeah, she does.
Like, you could see that storyline kind of developing. Her little sassiness. She's going to push him off the cliffs. And he was like,
look at your dad, and she's like, how long do you want me to look?
Yeah, like super savage. So there's that storyline. You have Arya that's in that camp that's going to be probably dropped off back at Winterfell.
Yeah.
Winterfell, sorry.
She has to pretend to be a boy, though.
Yeah.
Nobody can know, because he was saying all of these guys, if they found out who she was, they would turn her in for a pardon in like 2 seconds. So they don't have to go to the wall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whew. And let's talk about the wall. Dude, they're about the King's Knightsmen, King's Watch. They're all going out and just going to see what's up. And jeez, Jon Snow, again, that I feel him, man. I feel like
I know, it'd be a hard choice.
Yeah.
But I liked what Mormont said that was like, well, like you have people battling over like this little throne.
Yep, that was so cool.
And then you have something that's stirring that seems to be a lot more important.
Yep.
This direction. So what are you going to choose? Like, what's more important, you know?
That was such a cool line. Yeah. He's like, are you going to fight over a throne or fight over mankind, pretty much?
Exactly.
Like, who cares about the throne?
Right.
No one's going to care about the throne.
Exactly.
In a few seasons, or probably next season.
The one thing about this show is everything moves very slowly.
Yeah.
Like time, not, you know what I mean? Like time moves very slowly. Like if it takes them a month to get somewhere, they might be doing that a whole season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like things don't happen quick. Sometimes they do, but most of the time it's, you know, it's kind of a slow burn. You kind of got to build up to it. But
yeah.
So any predictions for the next season?
Dragons!
Well, that's not really a prediction, but yes.
Yeah, I cannot wait. Because those dragons are going to get big. We still got 7 seasons. And so then they can do fire. That's going to be so cool. I'm just super curious. I think obviously the stuff on the wall, or the other side of the wall, that's going to manifest King's Landing and Joffrey and that saga. I think that there might be like a uprising against him because he's young, dumb, and in charge. And so
Cutting
I think
people's tongues out.
Yeah, and I think people are. I mean, there's the kingdom. Obviously, it's not democratic. What's the bloodline? What is that called? What is that style of government called? Where's bloodline? Whatever that style. Monarchy.
Yeah.
So, but in a monarchy or whatever it's called, people can rise up and overtake.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
well, that's what they did with the Mad King. The Mad King was just wanting to kill everybody and burning people alive. So, you know, there was a rebellion. Jaime killed him, and now Robert Baratheon. It's just interesting because Ned basically gave his life saying, okay, well, Stannis, who is Robert's younger brother, is the rightful heir to the throne. Okay? But technically, Robert took the throne from the Mad King.
Yeah.
So that's why the whole storyline with Dany and Viserys, her brother, was so important, because it's like, well, they actually have a claim to it.
They have a claim to it.
Because their dad was on the throne.
Which is crazy. Like, Viserys is dead. For what? Like, now you think about it.
Yeah. That's why I don't know if you
Didn't work
noticed.
out.
Like you were like, "What's his name?" And I'm like, Viserys, because in the scope of things, I forget about him.
Yeah,
honestly,
he's Mpoko. Like literally all of that, and he's dead. Khal Drogo's dead. Doesn't matter. Go back.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, there's so many things. Like I think about how Robert like commanded. He was saying kill Khaleesi and the son. Like that
because
happened.
he understood what the significance of them coming to take the throne. They have a really great army. Remember, he was saying one army.
Yep.
And
versus all the scattered people.
Yeah.
In the
if
seven
they
or whatever.
won, people would accept that, being like, well, you know, if her dad hadn't been killed, like her and Viserys, like they would be in line for the throne.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Ooh, but yeah, so I mean, there's a couple storylines that I think that could happen. Or a couple of things that we just talked about, but also like, man, like what are the Starks gonna do?
What's it like, Rob and Catelyn?
Yeah, like.
Well, they're saying that they think they have Arya and Sansa. They just have Sansa, so they're
gonna try to go in there and get them.
They're continuing down this path.
Jamie's still alive.
Jamie's still alive.
He's still. I don't know how. He's still breathing. After all the death we saw, he's still alive.
I know. Yeah, unfortunately. And then another small thing to hit. It wasn't like a big deal, but remember Bran kept having those dreams about the three-eyed raven.
Mm-hmm.
And in the last one, he saw his dad in the crypt, and then his dad died. So that I'm not going to say anything, but like that's something that will probably continue.
Okay.
So just remember him, I guess. And that raven or whatever.
Yeah.
I just like this show. I think it's a very, to me, it's not just like a medieval, like high budget, you know, lots of battles and like type of show. Like I feel like the character development, the dialogue, even like the monologues are so like they're so good.
Yeah.
You know, somebody will be telling a story for 5 minutes and I'm just like, I feel like I'm there. Like, it doesn't feel boring. It doesn't feel, I don't know, slow, especially when Viserys and Littlefinger are talking. Like, those are some of my favorite interactions in this season.
Yeah.
Just because they're both so smart, they're both cunning, and it's like, okay, who's on whose side? Like, who's doing what? Who's in it for the right reasons? Who's, like, not? And I just, the way they say things without saying things, and Tyrion, I think, had some of the best, like, monologues.
He's so smart.
He's incredibly smart and strategic because he had to, you know, he didn't have the physicality, so he grew his brain, and man, he is very smart. He's gotten himself out of a few sticky situations.
Literally,
like
a few.
The moon door.
Yep, moon door. The what's the name,
mountain
guys?
People
With the
or
mountain people.
Yeah. Yeah.
His girls, all of his women.
Yeah.
Smooth talker.
I know. Oh, and we didn't talk about the Rob's. Well, the North basically has declared now Rob as king of the North.
As king of the North.
Yeah.
That was a cool scene. Everybody's
I love that.
bowing down with their
They're
swords.
Saying, the king of the North.
So could you ever have a scenario though where you just say, forget King's Landing, like we're gonna create our own
I mean,
squad?
they could say that whether or not everyone outside of the North is...
Every house will recognize it.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody outside the North would accept that. And so I don't know if they could live happily ever after in that way.
Yeah.
I think Joffrey and them would probably come for them. And, you know, I mean, look what he did to Ned after he swore loyalty. So,
yeah, who
knows? But
that kid's so stupid.
Yeah, he real dummy.
Beautiful writing.
Yeah. I guess I don't know if I would use the word beautiful and Joffrey in the same sentence, but yeah, no, I'm really excited. It's so funny I've seen this show a few times, but still going back and watching season 1 it's so different, I think, from where the show continues on to.
Oh, really?
That I honestly forget a lot of things that have happened in season 1 because it's just, or like characters like Khal Drogo, Ned Stark, Viserys, they were all... Robert, they're such a big deal in this season.
Yeah,
and
that's all I know.
Nobody really even... Other than Ned, no one really remembers them.
You don't even think about them in a couple seasons?
Not really.
Interesting. Is there a lot of new character development?
There's a lot. Yeah, there's new characters all the time.
That's cool.
But they stick with the ones that we like and don't like. Unfortunately.
Like Joffrey.
So, but they're not afraid to kill off anybody. That's
a
little nerve-wracking, but yeah, I'm excited we finished season 1. It's been a journey and but a fun journey.
I like this. I really do. I've never, you guys know the story. Like I didn't watch past the first episode.
Yeah.
And I tried.
Like a long time ago.
A long like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I tried multiple times too just to get past it. Like, okay, like, let me try to watch this. Let me try to watch this. Let me try to watch this. And now, like, I'm like, how did I not watch? I would have watched this every week.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would have been one of those guys.
I like
and
that
gals.
I like that you say that now.
Yeah.
Because if you're saying that for the first season, you're gonna be shouting it from the rooftops pretty soon here. So
I'm gonna have even more anxiety watching this. You guys look at my face and my reactions during at least this one. There's so much stuff. Like I'm just like oh my gosh. Like how do people like like we're binge watching this and I'm like, I don't know like how I can't like there's so much. It's good though. It's really good. But I'm like, wow, like this is happening. This is happening. This is like literally they just switch. Like this huge thing happens and they're just on to the next. I'm like, okay, wait.
If you have anxiety for this season, I'm gonna have to give you a Xanax in a few seasons to get through the rest of these.
I might need to.
Yeah, or something. I don't know. Does Xanax calm you down? What is Xanax? Is that right?
Yeah, Xanax though. Yeah.
Something to calm you down.
It make me go to sleep.
Well, we don't want that.
Yeah.
We'll just keep eating crumble throughout.
There you
You'll
go.
Be fine.
There you go.
Cool. Any last thoughts or feelings or comments?
No, I'm excited for season 2. How many episodes in season 2?
All of the seasons are 10 episodes, I think, except the last 2. I think the last 2 are only 6, 7 maybe.
Okay.
They get shorter and shorter, but at least the first 5 seasons are 10 episodes each.
Cool.
So.
Sweet.
Yep, it's good. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
With Aaron's journey, it's my journey too. I really enjoy watching it with someone who's never seen it before. It's just a real treat. So, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week, most likely for the beginning of season 2.
We will see you next week.
Heck yeah. Okay, bye.
Bye.
I gotta sneeze.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Go. Who else is gonna die?